Hey guys, what's up? It's Trunks and welcome to Clash of Saiyans. On today's episode, I am bringing you the CWL recap for Week 2. We went up against Kinnick Society. It was a very good war coming down to the very end. You can see both sides had 21 3-stars. The difference being we were able to secure a 2-star on one of their Town Hall 11s, which they were not able to do. But we'll jump right into the replays. First up, we're going to have a huge hit coming by Reaper. He's going to have a Town Hall 11 3-star attack here with his Town Hall 11. He's going to start off though on the sides with some witches and some bowlers, create that funnel, get down a couple golems in the middle, and then he's just going to have a jump spell leading right into the core, leading with a whole lot more witches and bowlers coming behind. The royals, everything is just going to go right down the middle. He's got a baby dragon, a regular dragon, and a balloon come out of the clan castle, and he's able to get that poison down on everything. Saves that ability and pops it right at the last second before that eagle hits as the main core group encounters every single troop. He's then able to get right through there with pretty much most of it making through. He's got both heroes with their abilities still left. Gets a jump and a rage spell down out the backside, and then the key to this raid is he holds on to that heal for as long as possible, recognizing that those golems were taking the blunt of all the damage in the beginning. So his troops come out of the backside in that rage spell with full health, and then he has the Barb King still tanking as the golems are finally going down. Queen strays off to the side, but she's going to step over there and take out some key buildings before he has to pop that ability, and in the end she's going to clear up a good portion of that side, allowing the final troops to go ahead and secure this 3-star. But the Grand Warden and the witches are working on the top side with that bowler, and then once again, like I said, that queen's going to take down this wizard tower. She's going to step up, get that archer tower and that Tesla all down before she finally decides to go out of this raid, which is going to be key because now he only has a couple buildings left. The Grand Warden will be able to help take out that wizard tower, and then with no splash damage left, this is just up to the witches for cleaning it up in time. But as we know, there is plenty of time. But huge hit coming from Reaper on the Bow Witch attack. I have a strategy guide on this one if you guys want to check it out. See some more replays of how to basically get this done. But Reaper is showing you prime example right here. Get a good funnel, get those troops in that core, use that Grand Warden ability at the right time, get the heal down, get the rage spell coming out of the backside, and then make sure you properly scout to see if you need 2 jumps, earthquakes, or if you can get by with 1 jump and then bringing in an additional spell. But huge 3-star from Reaper coming in to secure that victory. Up next, we are going to have Max taking out another Town Hall 11 from a Town Hall 10 on the Town Hall 11. 2-stars right now are extremely difficult, but what I really loved about this attack is that Max is a brand new Town Hall 10. As you see, he's got a 30 level Barb King, a 35 Queen. He's got the level 4 Valkyries, doesn't even have those max. Has the level 2 bowlers, but he's barely coming in any of those. He's basically essentially taking out this base though with Town Hall 9 troops, which was huge for the fact that I think this was the 2nd or 3rd hit that we have. So we did not waste a ton of hits going for the Town Hall 11 2-star, and we were able to go ahead and knock this one out. But he starts off with a couple balloons at the bottom, gets those Teslas down so that way those minions can work to get those additional percentage points, and then he has the queen coming in on the top side with a naked queen walk. She's able to get out a few buildings as well, and then he's going to just have this golem down tanking with the rage bowlers so that way they are able to clear the whole top side of this base, and then they're going to continue working down the side, creating a nice funnel for him. He's going to come with some witches and a baby dragon on the bottom side. They're going to take out everything on that bottom side. And then since there's no splash damage on the top side, he knows that he's able to easily wall breaker in. Eagle finally activates. He gets the Barb King in there. Still has that group of bowlers coming in from the top side. And then he drops his additional 3 that he has. Gets a rage spell down for them and a poison to go ahead. Take care of that balloon. Wizard steps up, gets it down, and then he's going to have his bowlers clear out the bottom side of this base, which is going to be key. And at this point, since he just has a Lava Hound in the clan castle, Max knows that he is able to just ignore that with his Valkyries. He's going to go ahead, drop 1 test Valkyrie, make sure that it heads into that core where he wants before sending the whole group in. And then once he knows it's safe, he's coming in with the remaining Valkyries. Puts the freeze on the Inferno. That's the key to this raid. Most people typically try to freeze the Inferno tower, but remember the Inferno only does about 50 damage per second, whereas the Eagle can do 300 damage per hit on that splash, taking out your Valkyrie. So freezing that Eagle is kind of key if you know there's really nothing else, big bombs or anything that will take out your Valkyries when they're heading into the core. But then his Valkyries go ahead, do a little dance in the middle while they're bouncing back and forth for that queen. And he's going to end this raid with the 52% 2-star. Huge attack though. And then we're going to jump into the final Town Hall 10 or Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 11 hit on this one. We have Hisham stepping up, and he's going to get a huge percentage 2-star on this Town Hall 11. I believe this was the first hit that we had on this base, possibly the second. But when you come in where people are struggling in all of CWL and the hit rate is roughly around 20%, and you're dropping bases and 2, possibly 3 hits, that is huge because it is giving you the opportunity to have more Town Hall 10 hits versus Town Hall 10s, and then possibly go for, like we had here, the Town Hall 11 triple in this war. Our 9s were phenomenal as well too. I believe they finished off the 9s with about a 65% hit rate. At one point we were higher, but the last few bases gave us a little bit of trouble. But Hisham, he's going to come in with a queen walk, recognizes that he's able to get it to go up this top side pretty easily. He has a couple rage spells to keep her up. I believe he accidentally popped that ability. It could have possibly got him more percentage if he was able to hold on to it, but I think he thought the queen was going to be standing in that Inferno range longer, so he was trying to get her through and then have her back at full health with that rage spell. But she's going to walk around to the top side, and then eventually she will die off here. But he's got the Barb King at the bottom with some bowlers. Going ahead, getting some free percentage down here at the bottom. There's not a lot down there that he needed to really have to worry about. And then he's going to come in with some dragons and balloons. The balloons will soak up all of those traps going into that first area, and then the dragons are just going to come through with the raged spells, able to take out that town hall very easily. Baby Dragon comes out of the clan castle with some Valkyries, pulls some of the dragons away, but as you see, once again, he freezes that eagle, which is key to this raid. It gives him additional time to go ahead and get some damage down, get some additional percentage, and those Infernos are not going to do much to those dragons. Like I said, they have plenty of health. That Inferno will not do much to them at 57 damage per second, whereas the Eagle does 300 splash damage, and then he just has some minions where he's picking up some additional percentage on the bottom, but comes in with a whopping 62% on those difficult Town Hall 11s. Huge hit on that one. Then we'll jump into some of the 10v10 3-stars that we had here. Like I said, we had plenty of opportunities to go for these by getting those 9s taken care of, not requiring a lot of dips, and then also having the 11s taken care of in a few hits as well. He gets that queen down for a naked queen walk. The goal was, I believe, to try to get 2 of those air defenses. He was not able to successfully get them, but he does get 1 of them down, which is key. That golem dropped a little bit too early, or not golem, the giant went down a little bit too early. The wall breakers then ended up failing, getting hit by that Tesla, and then the queen finally goes down after taking out some of the key buildings over there. And then he's going to get this Barb King down on the bottom, gets a few dragons down to go ahead and start working on some of the outside trash and push that Barb King up top, so that way he's able to make that funnel, keep those dragons heading into the core of the base. But he's got a ton of them, I believe 7 or 8 of them heading right into this area. Gets the first rage spell down, so he's able to get through that town hall relatively quick, and then he's going to just sneak in some balloons since he was not able to take out that air defense on the top side. Soaks up a ton of seeking air mines, so he knows on the top side there's going to be some of those as well. He's going to have a hound come out of the clan castle, head straight in, and then has some balloons coming through the backside before the dragons get in the range of that. That hound, though, is going to soak up those air defenses while the balloons get in there, work, and then he's also going to take out the seeking air mines, so that way none of the dragons are going to lose a ton of health to those. They can survive a seeking air mine, but they only stand up with a little bit of health after it. And at this point, he just has the Barb King still working, cleaning up on the bottom side with those dragons coming around. And there's only a few buildings that could derail his attack, but he's got plenty of strength with 2 rage spells there, so he will easily be able to finish up this base once he gets around to the backside. Finally pops that Barb King ability to go ahead and just get him moving. Gets a rage spell down on the backside, so that way they're able to get into the Wizard Tower and Inferno really quick. But at this point, the only thing that could stop him, like I said, is that Archer Tower, which is being tanked by the Barb King, and then the Tesla, but he has too many dragons at this point up. Very solid executed attack on this one, though. We've seen these style of bases a couple of times at the Town Hall 9 level, have figured out a few strategies to take them out, and so we have just started trying to apply them to the Town Hall 10 area and get that success that we've had at the Town Hall 9 with it. But we had 10-10 stepping up big, getting that 3-star for us. Now we'll go ahead and jump into the second Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10 that we had. We have Max Minix coming in. He's going to start off with a couple golems on the widespread, get a few wizards, and then get those bowlers down to help create that funnel. And then once he knows that it's secure, we're going to go ahead and see some wall breakers come in. But those bowlers and wizards are able to get a few of the point defenses on the outside as well, which is going to help him not have as much pressure in the middle. But once he gets those wall breakers, gets that wall open, he's going to get the Barb King Queen down, and then he's going to have some additional bowlers come in with a Valkyrie. He's got a jump spell connecting everything, gets that skeleton spell down. It's going to distract those Teslas and Infernos just for a little bit while his group works to take out some of the trash as they get in there. Gets a poison spell down. Golem Balloon come out of the clan castle, but he easily has access to both Inferno towers. Gets that rage spell down so that the bowlers are able to work through it. And then at this point, he's just going to come in with a mass hog attack, 3 heal spells, so that way the hogs are just going to be able to stay up. This was a lower ranked Town Hall 10, so at this point he's just coming through mostly Town Hall 9 defenses, and with those additional max level hogs, or the level 6 ones at Town Hall 10, not max, but the level 6 ones, he's able to just overpower the Town Hall 9 defenses and then use his heal spells in the proper areas to go ahead and keep all of his hogs up. And then he has the cleanup already down, working at 3 o'clock to make sure that he does not fail this raid due to time, which is very key on this one. Good way to go ahead, get that down, recognize that his hogs are already working through. They're going to do just fine, and then they're going to just start working back towards those wizards that are coming up through the bottom side. Queen is still up, working in the core to get some of those buildings down. I believe in the end she hits a big bomb and gets taken out. But he's got plenty of time left on this one. Still has that heal spell in the bag, so he's just going to go ahead, swag that in the end, but secures that huge 3-star for us on the lower ranked Town Hall 10s, which is everything you need from your 10s if you have those additional hits. And last up, we are going to take a look at a Town Hall 9 versus Town Hall 9. We have Bugsy coming in with the Queen Walk Baby Dragon attack. This one was pretty slick, pretty huge when he was able to get this. Like I said, we were able to clear the Town Hall 9s relatively quick, and I believe this was a fresh hit, so it's always nice when you don't have to go back and pull a cleanup. But he gets that Queen in. Quad Quakes open the core to where 4 air defenses are. Comes in with the Barb King and a Clan Castle Bowlers at the top side. They're able to create that funnel on the top side, and then a huge Baby Dragon up at 9 o'clock, getting everything up there, taking out that Tesla that was up there as well. And then the Barb King and Bowlers are going to stay up. Still has that ability. They're going to get in there, help out the Queen to relieve her a little bit, take out some of these buildings so that way she doesn't have to waste more time trying to get through there. But that Queen's going to step up. He's going to pop the ability, get her taken out, and then the bowlers are going to start working to take out a few additional buildings. Has the funneling down at 9 o'clock with some Valkyries and another Baby Dragon as well. Queen finally locks on to that Hound. And then the healers switch over, start working on some of the Valkyries. So he's going to lose a few healers here, which is going to hurt him. But in the end, he's going to have enough power to take out the remainder of this base. Queen finally gets that Hound popped, starts working on getting the pups taken out. And then he gets a Rage spell down to make sure the Queen stays up. Has a Baby Dragon. He sneaks in on the top side to go for that Tesla and then begin working on taking out that Ground Expo. While it is working on the Queen, she's eventually going to go down. Right here, just too many point defense buildings on her, but at point in time, there are just too many Baby Dragons coming through this base that it is not going to be able to hold up. He continues to sneak them in, knowing that the Archer Towers on the bottom side are what could hurt him in this raid. But he sneaks down a Wizard on the top side to help, and it actually pulls the Queen across, taking out all the traps before the Baby Dragons get in there, which helps him out a ton. And at this point, he's got all of his Baby Dragons now down. Working, 1 Archer Tower left is really the only threat on this base. But he's got plenty of Dragons to go ahead and work through as they step up to this final Archer Tower. Get it taken out, and then they're just going to go ahead and work through. But huge 3-star from Bugsy. That's going to wrap up this week for us on week 2, though. coming out with a victory. Next week we have Black Lotus, so stay tuned for the recap on that one. Hopefully we can pull out the W on that one as well and keep this season rolling. If you guys have any questions, comments, want to see anything specifically, though, feel free to let me know. I will try to keep an eye out for anything I can for you guys. As always, like and subscribe. But until next time, guys, this is Trunks helping you stay over 9,000.